Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for our second day of play in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2022. Our first match here this afternoon will be between Habtoor Polo and Abu Dhabi on field number 2. Temperature 24 degrees, zero chance of rain. As forecast, a cool front was coming in here this afternoon with a bit of a breeze, quite a stiff breeze actually across the field. A lovely 24 degrees, so ideal conditions, apart from the wind that is, for a great day and evening of polo. 3 matches out here this afternoon and this evening, and the last match, of course, will be under the floodlights. Another marathon of polo here for our viewers on Polo Line, and we look forward to hearing from you. Just a quick shot there of Mohammed Habtoor, just quickly warming up on Machinchi. And now we'll just quickly go to the lineups here. I think you'll be all pretty familiar with them, this being the third of the high goal tournaments, the 18 goal tournaments here in the UAE. So playing at number 1 for Habtoor is Mohammed Al Habtoor. At number 2, Juan Jareche. At 3, it is Matias Culo Gonzalez. And the back door, Bautista Vejega. And for Abu Dhabi, who will be, of course, in their purple shirts here this afternoon, Faris Yabuni at number 1. At number 2, Secundo Amadori. And at 3, it is Santiago Senaras. At the back door, Geronimo de Quiril. And our umpires out on the field here this afternoon will be Tim Bown and Peter Wright, with the third man being Tarquin Southall. So we're looking for 3 great matches out here this afternoon. And this evening, as I said, under floodlights will be the last match. We look forward to hearing from you on Instagram. Please contact us on Polo Line OK, on Facebook, Polo Line Int, and on Twitter, at Polo Line. We look forward to hearing from you, see if we can give you a shout out. From wherever you are in the world, just let us know where you are. It'll be great to hear from you for our international coverage here by Polo Line. And back down there in the camp with Culo Gonzalez just dismounting, changing ponies, as is Bautista. About to come out onto the field to get this first match underway. With a bit of luck, that wind will drop down a bit, because it is quite a stiff breeze across the field. Coming from behind us here in the commentary stand. As Bautista just warms up. We have umpire right on the far side of the field as Geronimo wanders on over. See Culo Gonzalez just mounted up there on the familiar grey Acuna. Rather keen to get on with the job here this afternoon, as always. A very quick mare indeed, but she pretty well met her match against Nievi, I think it was the other day when they played against Ghantoot on one play. Did surprise Kulu slightly. It looks like we have the finishing touches here now to the guys warming up, and then we'll get this match underway. Habtoor having beaten Ghantoot the other evening, and Abu Dhabi cracking extra chucker match, sudden death, golden goal against the UAE. Abu Dhabi going down to the UAE after a magnificent goal there by Lukin Monteverde. To take home the spoils. So we have Habtoor having had a win, UAE having had a win as well, and also Bindrai having had a win over the Wolves. So it's all still to play for out here in our second day of play. Our third day of play, of course, is going to be on Sunday, and then we'll move forward to the semi-finals and the main finals being next weekend, the 27th of March, which which will close out the 18-goal series here in the United Arab Emirates. So the two teams just getting themselves sorted and organised out there. We're just waiting for Mohammed Habtoor, who's just coming in now. And then Peter Wright will get this match underway. So those Polo Line viewers, let us hear who you're supporting. Give your team a shout out. As soon as I get the messages come through, I'll try to get them shouted out. And here we have the two teams lining up here. Abu Dhabi going left to right towards Abu Dhabi. Habtoor going right to left towards Dubai, and the match is underway, and here it is. It's coming off at this Secunda Amadori on the line out, yields off it, leaves it to Geronimo. Hero turns back inside, getting a bit of protection. In comes Horechi there with Geronimo. Sonadas in behind, Sonadas goes on the run, going with him there is Kulu Gonzalez. The ball comes up, he just lets that one come past him, quite rightly so does Bautista, and he just picks up the ball, makes a turning play with Sonadas in front. Sonadas just gives him a bit of a window and opens up the door for him to unleash that ball, and sends a nice lofted drive out towards the far side, keeping that one in play, trying to get this up for Kulu Gonzalez. Kulu and Amadori come together on the far side there. A couple others just jamming up in behind, yields off it, leaves it now for Bautista. Bautista brings the ball forward by himself here now and drives that one out the front door. A long distance shot there out from Bautista, but it doesn't quite have the action, just drifts out wide to the right hand side. Just a bit too much on it there for Mohammed to get to in time. So the ball's placed down on the back line here for Geronimo the Goril, and Abu Dhabi to bring back into play. Hero taps it up forward. Santiago goes up on the move. Coming back to Hero, there is Kulu Gonzalez. Darts the other way, does Santiago under the neck. Was the shot by Geronimo. Hero goes up forward, he goes with a good driving shot there. Does Sonadas trying to put that one out in front of Amadori, but he's being kept off out of the play. Hero tries to get back onto his own shot there, onto the shot there, but is being spoiled, and working on him hard is Horechi coming away with it here now. Horechi in towards the middle field, over shoulder, drives this one up the field, looking for Mohammed. Mohammed and Sonadas going back onto the play here now. Mohammed Habtoor there with Sonadas, checks up, goes up onto the stick side, gets up away there from Sonadas as Mohammed. He just taps this one towards the goal, and through the goal it is, opening up the account here for Habtoor. A nice goal there by Mohammed Habtoor. Santiago possibly playing for the percentage player, maybe the miss, but shouldn't be doing that with Mohammed, because as you see, just put that one away. Straight through the goals. So one goal it is now to Habtoor over Abu Dhabi here in the first jugger. With a couple of minutes played, the two teams will line up once more on Peter Wright. Peter bowls that ball into play, and play it is. Looking for that one there is Hero, is Sanat, sorry, it was actually Secunda Amadori, but coming away this time it's going to be Bautista. Bautista on the play. Sorry, Horechi sends that one up, comes off the back of a pony, comes forward, but it's going to be Bautista to tidy up once again, takes it down, takes it further, and a long distance shot from Bautista. Once again gone wide. Feeling very confident indeed with his shots, but he's just having to go a little bit, get a bit more accuracy on them. This field is possibly a couple of meters short. Hero comes under the neck with this one here, up there for Santiago. Santiago Sonadas picks up the bouncing ball, takes it forward just short of the halfway line, decides what to run with this one himself, but coming in is Kulu, who's just quickly changed pony, steals out on the near side, takes it forward back into his own territory. Good play by him, couldn't quite pick up the next play, nor could Sonadas, looking for something there, but it is going to be Yamuni's passed that one up there for Sonadas. Sonadas goes reverse, next shot under the goal, and through the goals it is. Nice goal there by Santiago Sonadas. Couldn't pick that one up, but he had the man there, Yabuni, to help him out with it, and passes up to him, puts it onto his near side and puts that one underneath the neck and through the goal. So Sandy just quickly scurries back to his camp and changes ponies, as does Hero, as does Secundo as well. So they're all changing up there as Abu Dhabi. No free changes here. And back to the middle in plenty of time, and the ball gets bowled back into play. Into play it is. Coming over this one here is Bautista on the back of the line out. Bautista looking to find a bit of a gap and a bit of space. Boyce just clearing the way from him a little bit. He's got Santi in front. Decides to tuck back through and away from him, but opts to go one way. Then comes open again once again. Does Bautista over the top of it. Comes in on the near side there. There's Jauretche. Comes off the pony, leaving it for Geronimo. Geronimo takes that one across the field out towards the far side here now. Nekaril. He's got Bautista there with him. Checks up, wants to come inside him. He's got Jauretche hassling him here now. Creeps onto his near side. Good play there by the Kirill. Over the top of it, leaves it for Secundo. Secundo Amadori looking for the next shot. Does. Cracks that ball towards the goal, but it looks like it's gone a little bit wide and out towards the right-hand side. Some great opportunities from distance coming from both these teams, but not quite finding the goals. But we do have the score. 1 goal apiece and some 3 minutes left on the clock here to play. As Bautista's just quickly changing ponies, and Jauretche will bring this one into play with Bautista in behind. Goes on the legs. Nice weighted pass out there for Bautista. Bauti checks up on the play here now. Looks to see what his options are. The Kirill being kept off out of it there with Kulu. Goes in with the long driving shot up over the top, looking for Jauretche. Jauretche up past his man on that one there. Checks up, he's a bit wide off out the play, so he's just going to have to check up and work his way back towards the goal from here. In comes Sonalis to come and join the party and see if he can spoil his play, so he ducks and goes the opposite way. Nice play there by Jauretche. Just waits for it just to clear a little bit so he can get the next shot off here. Going to have to make use of that ball. Does so. Shoulders just chips that one up over the top here now for Bautista, but getting into that one first on the meet was the Kirill. The Kirill turns back inside. Here's a call. Drives that ball up there. Up the field here now for Secundo. Secundo beautifully picks that one up at the top of the bounce where the ball is stationary, and he gets forward here now. Is Secundo Amadori. Amadori going goal bound. Amadori couldn't quite get the shot he's looking for. The backhand comes in, clearing away once again. Jauretche safe as houses out there, sweeping onto it. Well was Bautista, and Bautista turns defence back into attack once more for Habtoor Polo in the red shirts coming forward. Bautista showing his skills here now, just avoiding that hook there all the time, trying to get up onto him. To all the pressure is Yamuni. Just flicks that one up over the top here now, trying to get that for Mohammed, but he can't join the line there cleanly enough. But Geronimo Tiggeril does for Abu Dhabi. Hero looks to turn back inside here now. Does. Going with him there is Bautista. Going to have to watch that hook from Bautista. Bautista gets that hook in play, but next onto it is going to be Sonadas. Picks it up. No one there for Habtoor to try and clean it up, but Sonadas passes out to Geronimo one more time. Hero being protected there by Secundo from Kulu. Geronimo goes with a hook there. Does Kulu, couldn't quite get it, but up the front door waiting for it there is Yabuni. Yabuni trying to come onto it. He just gets cleaned off out of it by Mohammed Habtoor. The backhand comes in by Jauretche once more, but it's Sonadas to pick it up. Well read by him. In comes Bautista. Couldn't get the hook, but it's Sonadas up onto this play here now. Turns, faces towards goal with Kulu out there in front of him. Players looking to try and clear a bit of a way for him to come through and progress towards goal. Bautista hooks him off out of it. It's now left for Secundo. Traffic's jammed up in front of him. He stays with the shot towards the goal and tries to flick this one through, but it's not going to happen because there's just too much traffic in there, and as Bautista clears away once again from the jaws of the goal mouth for Habtoor Polo, and out towards the side it is. First onto it is going to be Yabuni. Yabuni just called off it by Sonadas, takes the ball forward in towards the boards. There goes the first hooter, ladies and gentlemen. We have Sonadas looking to try and turn back inside. We just get spoiled in his play, but Geronimo picks it up. Jauretche working hard as ever. Tries to pick this one up and tries to clear it away, but there's another backhand comes in onto that one there, and who's first going to come alight with this one? Showing up onto it first. There was Sonadas, but we get a whistle on the play. So let's see if we can see on the replay here. It's a little bit difficult. The sunlight's glaring onto it. I can't really see very clearly. Sonadas comes away with it. Maybe there's a bit of a hook, or possibly Sonadas came across the front of a player, but that's up for the umpires to make the decision. And the first hooter has gone. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end chukker number 1, with the score being 1 goal apiece in this 5 chukker 18 goal match. And now we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back to all our Polo liners. We just see the end of chucker number 1 with the last play, and it looks like Snipes came in and there was a penalty against Juan Hareche, and the result is a penalty 2, a 30-yard penalty for Abu Dhabi to get themselves out into the lead here now. An undefended penalty for Abu Dhabi. It looks like it's just a quick explanation going on there between Peter Wright and Hareche. Maybe he just clipped him a little bit behind the saddle, and as Sonadas came across him, Hareche thought that he had the line, and he thought that Sonadas was probably wrong on him, but the umpires deemed Sonadas was right, and unfortunately Juan Hareche was not so right. So Geronimo de Carril on the little grey pony blue. Cantering up to the penalty 2, and he drives this one, it's straight through, there's no mistake there, and through it is there for Abu Dhabi. 2 goals it is now Abu Dhabi, 1 goal to Habtoor. This here at the start of chucker number 2. The 2 teams make their way back over the far side of the field for umpire Wright to get it into play once more. Ball in, looking for that one with Sonadas, just lost sight of it slightly, allowing Bauti to get into it, plays with his backhand but gets half hooked off out of it. Hero tries to get it away out into some open play, but Hareche couldn't pick it up either. They're all over the top of that one, but it's going to be Bautista. Flick takes the ball forward here now. Bauti drills that one up forward, but there's nobody home at the front door for Habtoor, but it's going to be Sonadas back onto this one. Pressure on him there by Kulu. Trying to keep him honest, wanting to make him force a play. He does so, goes one way, comes the other way, and comes back inside. But you've got Hero coming to join the party to look after. Kulu yields off him, sends that one out towards the far side. There does Sonadas. Settling on the boards, first on into it is going to be Hareche. On the near side, gets pushed off out of it. Couldn't pick it up there, could Carril. Pony just sucking off at him a little bit on him there, but coming in onto it. Isn't Mohammed getting hooked up in the play there. Is Hero with his mallet, and the ball goes down the boards here now for Sonadas. Sonadas there with Bautista. Sonadas and Bautista. Bautista trying to pick that ball up on the near side. A little bit grubby there in the corner, looking to try and make a bit of space, but Sonadas once more comes out with it here now. Sonadas up the boards he goes, but unfortunately that one just flicking out cruelly over the boards, so the ball will be dropped down here now for a free hit after the count for Habtoor Polo. Bautista opts to tap it. This time goes with a long shot, sends this one in, just gets held up in the breeze there a little bit in towards the goal, but it just goes wide, pushes it across the face of goal. Maybe try to anticipate the wind coming from that direction, but just not held up enough to curl that ball back in, and wide it is. So from the back line, Geronimo taps this one forward, goes under the neck with this one here for Sonadas. Going across with him is Bautista. Sonadas. No, he has Bautista in there. Bautista comes in on the attack, meets that one beautifully there. Does Bautista, looking to stick and ball this one all the way home, trying to capitalise on that great steal. Oh, and he's over the top of it and leaves that one behind and leaves it for Sonadas once more. A sigh of relief for Sonadas, but he's still got a lot of work to do to get this one away. And he gets it pinched off him once more there by Bautista, but in pursuit is De Carril. De Carril going in there with him, goes one way, goes the other way, looking to get the hooking play, leaves it, does so, picks it, leaves it now for Kulu making the turning play. He decided he's going to go goal bound. He gets blocked off out of that one there by De Carril, and we get a whistle on the play. Carril thinks he's clean on it, but he was a little bit in front of him when he was actually stopping him. More of a blocking play rather than a ride off from here. Coming forward onto it, there's nowhere really for Kulu to go. That door was closed pretty firmly on him, and we have a penalty 2 here now where we were a few minutes ago, but this time it is in favour of Habtoor. Looking to level the scores up once again. Still looking for this game to open up a bit, but it's still a little bit tight and tense between these 2 teams. Nobody able to really stamp their authority on it yet. As Bautista comes up here now. Buddy comes up to it, he just strikes that one beautifully as ever, and straight through the goals it is. Levelling up the scores now, 2 goals apiece here in chucker number 2. We have some very good penalty takers here in these teams that we have, seeing in this 18 goal His Highness the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2022. So 1 mistake, 1 goal. So the ball gets bowled back into play it is. Out the back of the line out. Bautista says, thank you very much, I'll pick that one up. He's got Hero, stays the dummy on him, he goes forward with it once again. Goes up there towards Sonatas. Sonatas reckons he's got the pony, does flicks this one up forward, up past him, sending Sonatas and Yabuni back to try and get it, but there's too much on it there. A beautiful goal there by Bautista Beziga. Just had enough to do, got himself close enough, took that ball all the way, some really lovely little show and goes there, and then just flicks that one. Lovely weighted little shot there. Just too quick, too much for anyone to get to before it goes through the goals. For goal number 3 on the board there for Habtoor. 3 goals to 2 it is. The two teams line up once more. Out it comes. Bautista, the danger man, picks it up here now. Bauti makes a turn. Bauti comes away with it, comes away from the players, trying to go with him there. It's got over the top of it there on this occasion, but it's been Kirill to come in and pick it up. Kulu looking to get the hooking play and spoil it. Harold comes onto his near side, controls it well, back onto his stick side underneath the neck. He goes here now, only to meet Kulu once more, but he gets away from on this one, but I think we get a whistle on the play. Just getting a little bit too tricky and a bit clever in there. As you can see on the replay, he had to work hard to try and get away there from Kulu, but as he turns back inside, comes one side, comes the other, and it looks like he's just swapped over in front. And we'll have a spot penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. Hero doing all that he can, showing some magnificent stickwork and some great horsemanship, but unfortunately just got caught out with his own play. As Bautista comes up to this here now. Looks like he's going with a one shot, does so, drives this one. He's got all the range in the world. Has he got the accuracy? Where's that flag? No, it's gone wide. Wide again it is. Slightly testing out here this afternoon with this very stiff breeze. So they can reel to bring it back in. Into play he does, brings this one forward, taps it up, goes with the drive shot, goes by himself on this one here, reckons he get up past Kulu, does so, gets on the move here, there, does. Hero up over the halfway line here now, going back with him, there is Kulu, picks it up once again, gets a little bit under the neck, tries to straighten himself up, does so, can he go coast to coast here, Geronimo de Kirill, Hero, tap, a beautiful coast to coast goal there by Geronimo de Kirill. So that takes the score to 3 goals apiece here now in chukker number 2. So the two teams lined up. A quick couple of changes here, but Harold just taking his time, allows Habtoor to get back on side before this ball gets bowled back into play, and into play it is back of the line now. It's Bautista once again. Can he come away with it clean? He just gets half hooked off out of it there by Sonatas, but manages to carry it forward. Goes under the neck with this one here, but it looks like it's going to get a little bit too much on that one there, and it's going to go out to the right-hand side. Couldn't quite get enough angle on that one to get that passed up to Kulu, who's going up for the pass. But out over the back line it is, striking that ball well, as always. De Kirill and Abu Dhabi off their own back line. Drives this one up the field, looking to open it up for Sonatas. On the play here now, the one-time play, drills that one out the front door there, looking for either Secundo or Faris, but first onto it is the backhand by Haureche, getting her there for Kulu. Kulu can't come onto that play. Just gets left, and as he does, unfortunately, he just committed himself too much. Didn't have enough time to get in and get out in time as Sonatas has stabbed himself on the line. Thought he could come in, but Sonatas, by the time he looked over his shoulder, Sonatas is already there and realised he couldn't make a play. And we'll have a spot hit now, penalty 5, in favour of Abu Dhabi. Just where we were a few moments ago for the free hit for Bautista. What's Hero going to do with this one? Again, once more, brings it a bit closer, closes the angle down, then this time goes with the driving shot. It's along the ground. It's going goalward bound. No, it just goes to the left this time. So the score remains the same. 3 apiece it is, with under a minute left to play here of chukker number 2. And the ball's on the back line. As you have a couple of quick changes there. Bautista changing down that end of the field, and it's going to be Haureche to bring it in. One Haureche, under the neck he comes, passes this one up to himself. Didn't quite get what he wanted on it. Secundo turns back inside him, gets away from the man in the form of Hero de Kirill and sends this one out towards the far side for Kulu Gonzalez. Checking on the play. There goes the first tutor, ladies and gentlemen. He's being marked well there by Sonatas. Comes off with it, leaves it now for Bautista. Sits in behind once again, does Kulu. But Bautista keeps control of it here. looking to try and escape the advances of Sonatas. Comes forward with the ball away from the man. In front of him there's Herald. Pony just hopping and bouncing on him a little bit, uses that to his advantage, goes with the big neck shot there, gets a lot of loft on it, but not the drive. Tried to pick it up there, did Haurechi, unable to do so. The backhand comes in by Secundo, sending Kulu Gonzalez back onto the play, and there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end Chukka number 2 with the score being 3 goals all. And I'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Hello and welcome to Malaysia. Whether it's your first time here or on a returning flight, we at BP are committed to creating a pleasant experience for you through our new COVID-19 screening process here in KLIA. As soon as you arrive, please proceed towards the BP Health Screening Lounge.
While you proceed to walk past a thermal scanner which scans all arriving passengers. Test our COVID-19 swab test online from your home country. Please proceed to the self-registration kiosk to process your e-vouchers. If you have not yet purchased the swab test, do not worry, as our friendly BP registration staff will assist you with the process.
After registering, take a seat and relax at a world-class design lounge while you wait for your COVID-19 swab test.
Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals will be there to support you through the entire process. Our screening facility is also equipped with a state-of-the-art on-site COVID-19 lab to ensure a quick turnaround time and the release of the test result.
And that's it.
Here at BP, we hope that you have a pleasant experience with us throughout this process. Till we meet again next time, from everyone here at BP, take care and stay safe.
So welcome back to all our Polo Line viewers here on pololine.tv. Back here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club to get Chukka number 3 underway. All the threes on the doors, 3 goals apiece it is to start Chukka number 3. And we're starting off with a roll-in, where the attack from Habtoor broke down. Very close to this Abu Dhabi goal. And let's see who's going to come out with this line out here now. Habtoor having dominated most of the line out so far. Just waiting for the two teams to line up here. Haurechi just putting a little bit of final tuning on Bonbon. So the ball into play. Who's going to come up with it? It's Geronimo this time. Hero off the back of the line out towards the board he goes. Goes to the one-time shot, tries to get this one up out the front door, but it's only as far as Haurechi. Looks at the bouncing ball, gets it in towards the middle of the field. Who's going to surface first? And it's going to be that man, Bautista. Bautista Vejagar going goal bound here now. Goes for a shot from about 50 yards out and straight through the goals it is for Bautista. Just like he's stick and balling by himself out there. Casual as ever. Bautista Vejagar. Goal number 4 on the board for Habtoor Polo. Great backhand there, my Haurechi on the bounce, said thank you very much indeed. Makes it look very easy indeed. Puts it into the middle of the field and swooping onto that once more was Bautista Vejagar. So the two teams lined up once again. Umpire right, just looking for a bit of clearance, and in the ball in it comes. Habtoor come away with it once more, but we get a whistle on the play. It looks like Mohammed has just copped something in the line out there. Let's see if we can see on the replay here now. But doesn't look like we can. It looks like we'll go back car. Let's see if we can see it this time. In the line out, Mohammed's looking for it, but it looks like you probably just copped a bit of a horse's head or something, or hopefully not a mallet in the face. So I'd say we'll probably start off again with a roll-in from the inside out. Umpire bound, lines the two teams up here to get this underway once more. There it is, ball in play, back of the line out. This time Bautista surfaces it with it here. Bauti looking to send this one up forward, does so, tries to get that one up here now, and Kulu's on the break here. It's Gonzalez. Gonzalez, can he get away there from Secundo? Takes the ball in the air, and in the air once more, showing his class, does Gonzalez. And through the goals it is for goal number 4. A quick reply there from the line out for Kulu Gonzalez. A lot to do, manages to get the lovely pass up there, slipped his man, and 2 or 3 plays in the air for Kulu Gonzalez. 5 goals to 3 it is. Back in the line-out, comes off the pony, first onto it once more is going to be Senadas. Senadas comes away with it, turns back inside there of Jaureche, sends this one out the field, trying to look in there for Jero. Jero just gets pushed off out of that one there by Vejaga. Here's the call from Jaureche. Jaureche on the play here now. Juan Jaureche, there he's got Senadas in front, he's got Jero behind, but he has his man Bautista to give him the support if and when as he needs it. Trips it forward, brings that one away there from Herrill, overshoots it, but it's going to be Bautista takes it on here now, and Bautista comes under the neck with this one here, and we have a separate little match going on there between Kulu and Amadori, but the backhand comes in by Herrill to come and clear it away, and it's there for Bautista. Well positioned, picks this one up, but he's getting a good bump and a shove there by Senadas, and he leaves, turns back inside as he gets the support from Kulu. In behind him there is Jaureche, and he goes himself from a distance, and he pushes it on forward, comes off Secundo Amadori, and first onto it is going to be the Kirill. Kirill clearing it away once again for Abu Dhabi out towards the sides, but it's Jaureche, picks it up, turns back inside, got the privilege of Kulu Gonzalez keeping Hero off out of it, and he sends this one down the boards for Bautista. Bautista there with Secundo Amadori. Bautista turns away from him here and straightens himself up towards the goal here now. He's got the pressure on, dribbling this ball up in the air over the top of it, leaves it now for Gonzalez. Gonzalez decides to muscle his way through, and he does that. Comes onto his near side to flick this one through, and he does, and there's goal number 6 on the board there for Abu Dhabi. On an absolute rout here in Chaka number 3. That's 3 goals scored there by Habtoor. He comes muscling through here, but he just pushed it a little bit wide and had to check up and put it on the near side. Nothing Secundo could do. And goal number 6 on the board, there it is for Habtoor. This ball bowled into play. Out it comes, and it is going to be Bautista once more. Bautista gets it stolen off him there by Herrill, comes away with it, but Bautista regains possession once again. Comes away with it. On the meat there is Senadas. Senadas gets the meat on him this time. And it's Senadas goes under the neck with a long driving shot in towards the goal, sending Jaureche scurrying back to it, just covering this ball and shadows it out over the back line. Belty looking to possibly change ponies. Little man not being quite so agreeable for the flying change, but he's on board now, and the ball being brought in by Jaureche. Jaureche taps it up forward here. Here's the call. Sends it up forward there for Kulu Gonzalez. Kulu gets instructions there from Bautista. Gets the one-time shot. Probably didn't quite get the angle that Bauti was looking for, and Senadas will slip onto this one here. Santiago Senadas looking over his shoulder to see where Kulu is. An intimidating thought at the best of times, and turns around, checks back inside. Has Yabuni to try and look after him, gives him a little bit of space to send it up now for Geronimo. Geronimo going with him, there is Bautista. Sends it up on the one-time play, looking for Secundo, but he gets shut off out of it. But he gets the better of the ride off there, the Secundo, but not this time, couldn't quite control the ball, but it's going to be left now for Bautista once more. A plethora of red shirts all over this. He goes up to it, one-time shot there for Mohammed. Mohammed Habtoor up onto this one here now. Gets called off it, I'd say, but Jaureche couldn't pass it up to him, service the ball up to him one more time, but it's going to be Secundo Amadori looking to come into it, couldn't do so. On the near side is Jaureche, but it's stolen away there by Bautista, quick as a flash as ever. He's sharp, he's swift, and on goes Bautista. Bautista dribbling this ball. Bautista taps it in the air, looks to put this one away and towards the goal, but oh, it just goes wide. The pressure was on there by Senadas, and he had to try and get away from Yabuni as well. There's a lovely play there once again. He's quick, he's fast as is Bautista. And some cracking little ponies. It's going to be Senadas to bring it in as Herrill just changes up, as does Secundo. Goes himself. Going with him there is Gonzalez. Gets the support now from Herrill. Turns back inside, turns one way, comes the other way, leaves it this time for Herrill. Geronimo looks up, goes to the driving shot, feeds this one up the front door. He's got 2 options there, one being Yabuni and Secundo coming back to give him the support. It is going to be Yabuni. Leaves it now for Secundo. avoids the hook there from Bautista. Secundo comes up with it here now. Secundo going goal bound, but he gets his play spoilt there by Jauretche, who in turn leaves it for Kulu, but no, he takes the hook from Sonadas and drills this one up the field. Straight up here now for Bautista Bejaga. This is dangerous here. What has he got? He goes with a long shot, but he's been shut out of it now by Hero as Hero goes back to this play. Will it stay in play or will it go all the way? Just checking up on it, seeing what his options are. The ball stays in play, plays the backhand, the one-time play. Clever move there by Hero, trying to get it out for Secundo, but sent back in once again by Kulu, but it's picked up by Secundo. Secundo up onto it here now. Secundo, he's got Yabuni going up forward. He goes with the driving shot. Oh, and it comes off the pony and comes off here now for Mohammed. Couldn't quite pick it on the near side, but it's the ubiquitous Bejaga. Comes under the neck with this one here. Flicks it forward in front of the pony and comes back on the stick side. Beautiful play, but this one's just going to come out over the boards. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The hooter goes. So that there will end Chukka number 3. We'll go into half-time with the score being 6 goals it is to Habtoor, 3 to Abu Dhabi. And we'll go to some messages and some adverts from Polo Line. We look forward to seeing you in 3 or 4 minutes. So welcome back here to Ghantoot Racing Polo Club for the second half of our first match of our trifecta here this afternoon. On St Patrick's Day, and happy St Patrick's Day to all the Irish viewers and our Irishmen here in the UAE. And we have a few of the stats up there. You can see the five field goals there by Habtoor, 2 by Abu Dhabi. As I said, those throw-ins have certainly been dominated by Habtoor Polo, 8-3 over Abu Dhabi. Fouls committed, 2 apiece it is. No yellow cards, fortunately, in this match. Penalties, 1 from 1 for Habtoor and 1 from 1 from Abu Dhabi. Both with 30s at the right-hand side of the field, the Abu Dhabi end of the field. No safety penalties so far. And I'd just like to say a quick shout-out here. We have Nesreen from Germany. Thank you very much indeed. Great to hear from you. We miss you muchly. And of course, Valerie up there in Courchevel. And I have Thomas Palacio. Vamos Habtoor. Of course, he'll be hopefully doing some lessons up at Habtoor. He was the head instructor of the Polo Academy at Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. And Aziz Ullah Khan, I love Khan, from Pakistan. Thank you very much to you, Aziz. And we look forward to hearing for some more messages here as we go through proceedings here today. And we'll just go to a few highlights from the first day of play. Trying to get back to him, he checks up onto it, he looks up to see where goal's in, he cuts this one across the field, he hears a call there from Rowley Laprasset. Rowley straightens it up, that little half putter swing comes in by Rowley, and Rowley's not going to make a mistake from there, and through the goals it is. Rowley Laprasset levelling the scores up here now. Herriches flicks that one up forward here for Gonzalez. Gonzalez unused, lurking somewhere. Gonzalez puts it away through the goals for goal number 8. The way the ball is down and we're underway, and Lukin reckons he's underway. Here's the call, he sends this one over the top, but pushes Herrell wide on that one, places himself onto the near side. He's got space and time. Can he get onto that one? Goes under the neck, reverse shot there. Does Luki Monteverdi, putting it away. 5 goals, it is the UAE. So thank you very much indeed to Polo Line and the crew here who did a great job. Some fantastic views from our first day. Some rushes there, and just finalising with the congratulations of the goal scorer, Luki Monteverdi, who made the golden goal in the match against Abu Dhabi, our third match here the other day. And you can see on the stats here the progression through the game. At the end of chukker number 1, it was 1 goal apiece, 3-all in chukker number 2, and 3 unanswered goals for Habtoor on an absolute rout there in chukker number 3, with the score to start chukker number 4 is going to be 6 goals to 3. We'll be starting off with a free hit. As we have most of the Abu Dhabi players out on the field, they're all a complete team, ready and waiting for Habtoor, who are making their way out onto the field here now. Umpire's just giving a little bit of a chivvy along. It's right in front of us here in the commentary stand. So just waiting here now for Mohamed Habtoor to mount himself up. Maybe he's getting a little bit of attention after he got a bit of a knock in that line out. It's just caused a little delay. And then we'll get the second half of this first match underway once again. So, ladies and gentlemen, chucker number 3, chucker number 4 rather. We'll start off with a free hit to Abu Dhabi. Players called. Herald taps in the ones, closes the angle down. Waiting for his Kulu, puts it out wide there for Sonatas. Sonatas, right in the middle of the goals, just wanting to straighten himself up here now. Goes with a big neck shot from a distance. Has he got the angle? Waiting for it there is Yabuni. Yabuni looking to finish this one off, but he just gets pushed off out of it there by Mohammed Habtoor. Looking for something is Yabuni, but the whistle will remain silent. As the ball's placed down on the back line. Good opportunity gone begging there for Abu Dhabi as the ball being brought in here now by Juan Hareche with the number 2 shirt on. We're coming to meet him there is Amador. He goes on the neck, passes up for Bejiga. Trying to keep off Sonatas was Kulu, couldn't get the shot off. Sonatas is now left for Kulu. He in turns yields off it and leaves it for Bautista. Bautista drills this one out of the middle of the field. Look at Hareche, but didn't quite get as close to him, but he just has to hold up and get back onto the play here now. Flicks this one, lovely little wristy shot by him. Can get it out for Kulu. Kulu coming forward, but he's under pressure there by Sonatas and it goes a little bit wide. Secunda Amadori with the backhand out towards the side there for Hero. Hero avoids the hook there from Hareche. Comes back onto his own play. Hareche coming in to spoil and hassle his play if he can. And the ball's left behind for Sonatas. A clean up for Abu Dhabi once again. A mountain attack and he goes down the board himself. Coming away with it here is Sonatas. Sonatas waiting for him though is Bautista. Just has to check up on this play. Just been well protected there. And he sends this one up into the middle of the field. But it's going to be Hareche onto this one here first. Juan Hareche there with Secundo. Taps it away from him. Comes away there from Sonatas. Does Hareche. Looks up to see where his teammates are. Looks to come back inside once more. Avoids the hooking play and the attack from Sonatas as he comes inside of Amadori and sends this one down the boards once again. Looking for Mohamedor, who's going to be first onto it. No, it's going to be Bautista. Bautista. He gets a cute cut shot in towards the middle of the field, but it's going to be left for Sonatas. Quickly stops, turns, whips that pony round, but he gets his pocket picked once again by Bautista Vejaga. He's never safe when this man is around, and it's Bautista coming up onto the play. Checks up, yields off, it leaves it for Gulu. Swoops back round once again to give the support. Goes up past Sonatas, does Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes his ball in the air first, comes forward with it. Takes the hook from Herald. He yields it. Backhand cut in again by Hareche, trying to feed it into the danger zone once again, but it looks like that got half pike cleared away out of it by Sonatas. Near side, stick side, takes his ball forward, but it's only as far as Hareche once more, who sends this one back into the danger area once again. Trying to get onto it is Amadori. Amadori pushes Bautista off out of it and clears it away here now for Abu Dhabi. Bautista. Sorry, Secundo rather. Segundo goes onto his near side, yields off it, leaves it now. He keeps that forward, comes off the pony for Hero, couldn't get onto it. Flicks up on the near side, does. Gulu's backhand doesn't quite get as much onto as he would have liked to have done so, but Hero takes this one away there from Hareche, and Hareche picks up the spoils. Looks up, comes off the boot of Sonatas, unsighted slightly onto it, tries to come onto it, does Mohammed, can't do so, and we get a whistle on the play. Just a little bit too close as Sonatas was coming up onto it there, coming from a bit of a steven angle. Thought he could get away with it, but unfortunately for him, the umpire's just picking him up on that play, and we'll have a spot penalty here in favour of Abu Dhabi. Players called. So Amadori just takes a long runner for this, as Sonatas and Hieronymo quickly change ponies. Hero taps it forward, looks to see what his options are, takes it up there to Kulu, yields off it, leaves it down for Sonatas. Sonatas has Kulu now. Goes himself here, good little show and go, and off he goes here. There to Sonatas. Santiago Sonatas pace has to look over his shoulder, see where Kulu is, gets the driving shot in towards the middle, comes off the back of the pony. Also Secundo, once again, it's picked up there by Bautista, but Hero swoops onto that one there as his pony just middle walking. A lovely goal there by Hieronymo de Carril. Capitalising on that opportunity there. Swooping onto the line of the ball. You see Bautista coming forward on it, couldn't quite get round quickly enough, and Hero quick as a flash onto it and just drills that one away. Taking the score now, 4 goals it is to Abu Dhabi, but it's still 6 goals to Habtoor. So 2 teams line up here now, and umpire bound in front of us. And we get a whistle on the play, just looking for a little bit of a gap, or a vague resemblance of one, but oh no, it looks like this has actually gone. A penalty is going to be given here now to Abu Dhabi. It must have been a couple of warnings out to these players in the previously. Argy-bargy to be tolerated. Hero and Abu Dhabi bring the ball forward. Sinadas in behind. Here's a call. Goes with a long driving shot. Gets a lot onto it, but it's drifting off out towards the left-hand side. And out over the back line it will go. Need to take advantage of these opportunities. Field's running fast and it is possibly a little bit short. So we've got a couple of quick changes going on. Cunha's coming back out there for Gonzalez. This ball now left for Bautista. Bautista comes back inside. Good work for Gonzalez, keeping Hero off out of it. Drives this one up the front door here now. Who's going to be first onto it? Sinadas going back, but Gonzalez coming back at pace, and he's going to stay there on his stick side. Gets half hooked off out of it, but the backhand comes in. Nice little tail shot there by Sinadas. Well read by Hero. Turns it, sends this one up, looking for Secunda Amadori. Amadori coming up onto the play here now. Going back though is Mohamed Habtoor and Haureche. Haureche gets in with the spoils of the ride-off, and wide it goes. Covering the ground there, well, did Juan Haureche. Mounting himself this season, as is, or predominantly doing so, as is Bautista. And certainly showing they brought some great ponies, and drives this ball that forward out towards the side, tries to get to Bautista. Bautista just has to check up and let that ball come to him. Gives himself the space and time. Goes over the top of that one there, but he's left now for Gonzalez. Gonzalez picks up the spoils here, tries to get up past Sinadas. Sinadas makes a steal on that one there, and Sinadas looking to make an attack, but Kula Gonzalez is back onto him hard and very quickly indeed, and he tries to come back inside him, but it looks like it's going to be picked up here now by Secunda, but in turn it's going to be collected by Bautista. Bautista looking on the near side play. Bauti back onto a stick side. Gets protection from Gonzalez, away from Sinadas. He comes here now, does Bautista, he opens shoulder and drives this one up here now for Haureche, but a little bit too much on that one, and shows too much there for Geronimo. Hero makes a turn there with Haureche. Haureche just has to yield off it, gets called to play it, does so, drives this ball up the field here now, but it's well covered there by Bautista. Bautista allows Yabuni in onto it, but he takes the hook and takes the ball as well. Taps it forward there, it does. Bautista brings it away. Sinadas being kept off it there by Gonzalez, looking to see where Bautista can mount an attack here now. Does so, comes back inside. Got the boys working well from here now, protecting Bautista. Bautista this time lets it go, and you've got Kula Gonzalez going up at pace here. Watch this little mare Cunha run, the heads down, just checks it up, straightens himself up towards the goal he comes, and the ball comes forward. Once again, it's just got a little bit past. Can he get onto it? Near side flick there by Gonzalez, finishing it off beautifully, he does. Kula Gonzalez. Lovely goal there, well anticipated, goes forward, sends the ball forward here now, and Yabuni clears off out of the way, and through the goal it goes. That there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chukka number 4, with the score being 7 goals to Habtoor, 1 goal to Abu Dhabi, a goal apiece for each team, so the margin is still 3 as we go into a break and some messages from Polo Line. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for our fifth and possibly final chukker in our first match of our 3 matches here today. 7 goals it is to Habtoor, 4 goals to Abu Dhabi. After that good goal there by Kula Gonzalez to finish the chukker off. So I'd just like to quickly make a couple of announcements here. Rafi Ahmed from Brunei, hi to you, great to hear from you, thank you very much indeed. Amin Hussain, who is supporting Abu Dhabi. And Amin Hussain would like to say good afternoon and hi to Faris Yabuni. So 2 teams line up. We've got Fede von Potowski tuned in as well. Good to hear from Fede. And then after the back of the line out, Bauti comes away with it, but he gets hooked off out of it by Kirill, and it's now left for Sonada. Sonadas makes a turning play back inside, comes the other side there. Oh, Bauti slips his man on that one there. Umpire right just has to scurry off out of the way. Looking over his shoulder is Sonadas rightly to see where that man Bautista is. Comes away with it, flicks it, spoils it, steals the play, but he's well met there by Hero, who double guns him and takes it away from him once more and passes it out there for Sonadas. Sonadas on the boards with Bautista. Sonadas comes away there from Bautista. Bautista gets the hook in. Who's going to come away with this play? And we get him spinning round on the ball, and a whistle is blown there by the umpires. You can see here Sonadas tries to come away with it. Does so, and the pony just spins around on him in front of Bautista. So let's see what the umpires pull off out of this one here now. It looks like we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi. Also, as I said, I'd like to say hi to Fede von Potowski. Thank you very much for your kind words, Fede, my man. Fede von Potowski, been with the Bangash organisation for a number of years. Established himself as one of the great characters here in UAE Polo. So the ball's placed down there on the 60-yard line for Hiranwa de Kirid. Hero looking to close the gap here. He hits that one well, he strikes it well, but unfortunately it looks like the wind's just caught that one, and to the right it goes. Out over the back line. Got a lot of elevation on it, and out over the back line to the right it went. So the ball's on the back line here now. Shut up, Tarquin. For Haureche to bring into play. Haureche sends it out there for Bautista. Bautista scurrying onto the ball here now. Bauti just checks up on the boards. Pony is dropping his head down here. Backhand comes in, picks it up there. Now does Hero. Hero drills this one in towards the goal. In towards the goal it goes. Is it looking good? Oh, and he pushes it across the face of goal. Across the face of goal it is. So the score is the same. 7-4 it is in favour of Habtoor. Some 6 minutes to play. Still though in chukker number 5. Haureche looking to mount an attack here from now. In comes Secundo. Under the neck he goes. Doesn't get hold of that one clearly. Pushes it straight. Came off the can. I'm not quite sure, but it's going to be Secundo comes onto it looking for a bit of space and time, but he gets his play spoilt there by Haureche. But it's going to be Bautista leaping onto it once more. He's as quick as a flash, a butcher's dog if there ever was one. It is going to be Mohammed Habtoor. Mohammed slips Yabuni. Mohammed Habtoor is a little bit right of the goal mouth here. Swoops onto the line here now. Goes under the neck with it there and gets a little bit too much of an angle, and out over the back line it is. Another opportunity gone a begging. They have that 3-goal margin. It is going to be Geronimo de Kiril to bring it in once more. Hero taps it up there. Kulu waiting for him. Under the neck he comes with this one here, trying to get that one up for Sonadas. Sonadas just loses momentum, has to go up, tries to pick it up on his near side, but with them there is Bautista. Goes on the neck, reverse neck shot. Lovely play by him, sending it up for Geronimo. Herrill goes to the shot, sends it up the forward, up the front door here now for Yabuni. Yabuni looks to try and pick it up, unfortunately he couldn't do so. It's coming into this one, there's Mohamed. Mohamed plays a nice little backhand, but it's intercepted well there by Geronimo. Geronimo up onto it, but Bautista hooks and steals and comes up with the prize here now. Does Bautista, Bautista showing his class, showing his wares here. Bautista running this ball himself, he's got Sonatas with him. Show and go, and goes with a drilling shot, sends that one forward, but Sonatas has the better on the angle and just pushes him wide off out of it, and the backhand comes in by Sonatas out there for Herrill. Herrill out on the boards. In there with him is, of course, is Hareche and Kulu. Herrill comes up with a play. Out of the pack he comes with this one here. Tries to get this one away up the front door here there for Yabuni. Yabuni look on the near side. Gets it hooked off out of it, and the backhand comes in, and we get a whistle on the play. So you can see on the replay here now as he's waiting on that near side, comes in onto it, does Hareche, comes on his stick side, and we get a whistle on that play. So it looks like we have a spot penalty in favour of Habtoor. I think the umpires have deemed that initially Abu Dhabi seemed to be right. However, the hook was fine, but then he drifted off over the top of the ball as Hareche is trying to make a play on the ball. And therefore, we have a spot penalty in favour of Habtoor. Looks like there's a bit of a discussion going on with the umpires there. Faris asking for the explanation of it. He reckoned he was all right. He probably thought that Hareche came on top of him, but he had a near side play, made the hook, and as he did, just drifted over the top of the ball as Hareche is trying to make a play on it. We're just looking for a quick change of ponies here now. Polo Gonzalez changing at the top end of the field. Down here now, just inside of Habtoor territory. There's one. Hareche goes back out onto the field. We have some 4 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. That includes the extra 30 seconds. 3:38 left to play here in chukka number 5 as Bautista brings it in this time, goes from the halfway line and drives this forward, comes off the back there of Secundo, picks it up once more, gains a bit more territory. There's a lot of distance in it, so there's nothing on it there, and it is going to be Bautista coming over here. Bautista coming around the corner here on that one there, beautifully played there by Bautista. Tap, 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 showing his wares and showing his class. Pure genius there by Bautista Beisiga for goal number 8 on the board from the 8-goaler Bautista. Oh, it looks like, it looks like coming around the corner there. Looking at the replay here now, he thought he was in control of it, and he came around the corner. Sonatas managed to pick it up on that one there, so no, there is no goal to be scored, and it's 7 goals to 4. Herrill comes under the neck with this one here, looking for Sonatas, but of course first onto it is Bautista. Bautista, here's the backhand, looking for the near side play was Secundo, but unbeknown to him was Kulu Gonzalez. Beautiful example of can't take that ball on the near side when someone's coming on the stick side on the meat. There's the ball, this time will be placed down just inside of Abu Dhabi territory for Bautista. I see Mohamed Habtoor back out there on Buchinchi. Bautista sends the boys forwards here now. Will he go with a 1 or will he go with a tap? The wind is behind him now. Slight change of wind, he gives that one a good ride, but it looks like it's going left and out over the back line it'll be. So Herrill not wasting any time, brings it into play for Abu Dhabi. Sonata starting one way, darts the other, comes back in up towards the middle of the field, sends it out towards the far side for Secundo, but it's that man Bautista's over there, playing the ball into the danger zone for Bautista. Bautista sends the backhand back down the boards here, looking for Kulu, or is it going to be Hareche comes up with it? Hareche goes with the near side, turns the play, goes under the neck with this one this time, looking to set it up there for Bautista. Bautista coming through at momentum there. Bautista takes Sonatas and goes goalward bound. Secundo's trying to pick him up here. It's in the air, flicks it out the way from him there, does Secundo, and out over the back line it goes. And so we'll have our first corner here now of this match. Lovely play there between those two, got a great eye, so if the ball's in the air, either of them could have made the play on it. It is, you see the ball just pops up, and Secundo says, no, I'm not going to give you another opportunity at that one, I'd rather get the corner. And the ball's going to be placed down on the 60-yard line where it went out of play for Bautista Bezigar. Bauti. Abu Dhabi looking to stop this one. Bautista looking to give it a ride through the pylons. And a ride he gives it. Is it straight enough? Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the man, Bautista Bezigar. Goal number 8 on the board it is from the corner, the 60-yard safety. So back to the middle of the field it is. We have 2 minutes left to play before the first 2 to goes. As the umpire bowls the ball into play. Looking for it there is Sonatas. Sonatas comes away with it. Sonatas looks for something, gets hooked off out of it, and he's, as he hooks in there, does Kulu. He's just a little bit close. I think you'll find, and the umpires are blowing a whistle on it. Let's see on the replay here. Sonatas comes away with it. Kulu's just sort of in the way a little bit too much. He's just underneath the swing. Wasn't there a lot of opportunity or anywhere for him to go in the line out or just coming away from the line out. And this will therefore be a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty in favour of Abu Dhabi. Looking to see if they can just close this gap a little bit. 1:50 left on the clock though. That clock is ticking down and they've got a lot of goals to make up. So here on with the Kirill. Come around onto this one here now. Herald. Pony just balking a little bit on him, but through the goals it is. Here, Runaway Grill putting goal number 5 on the board. 5 goals it is to Abu Dhabi, 8 goals to Habtoor. So back to the middle of the field, 1.5 minutes left to play here in shaka number 5. Whistle for the umpire, and he just waits for the 2 teams to line up here now. The ball gets bowled into play. Middle line out, looking to come away. Oh, it's that man once again, Bautista. Looks over his shoulder, see where his teammates are. He knows Kulu's going. He sends it up, but it's going to be cut out of it there by Hero. Quickly onto him, though, is Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get the hook, does so. Can he come up with a catch? Yes, he does. He comes up with the play, turns it away, but he's only there to meet Secunda Amadori. But it's, have a guess who it is. It's Bautista. Bautista looks up at goals and drills this one through the goals for goal number 9. For Habtoor. We get a whistle on the play, going to be a little bit of discussion. Had it gone through the goals before it drifted left, or had it actually gone wide? The goal judge was there, and let's see what they decide. Let's see what we can see on this camera. And it looks like, yes, it's being given wide. 8 goals it is still, so there it is. Geronimo Tigrill drives this one away from the back line, putting it up there over the halfway line for Yabuni, but first onto it's going to be Mohamed Al Habtoor. Couldn't get the backhand off that he was looking for it, but it's Bautista once again. Bauti in towards the middle of the field, looking for Kulu. Kulu just takes out Hero, leaves it for Secunda. Secunda goes with the driving shot in towards the goal, but is it going to drift to the right or is it clean? It looks clean to me from here, and yes it is. The flag says it all. Goal number 6 on the board there for Abu Dhabi. 6 goals to Abu Dhabi. Nice play there. Good teamwork as Kulu comes in and cleans up. Here the Kirill. 8 goals to Habtoor. 6 goals to Abu Dhabi. Ball back into play. Yabuni picks this one up here now. Mohamed Habtoor tries to get it, gets flicked on through. Who's going to be first to come out with it here? It's Herald, goes with the backhand. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the hooter goes. That there will end our first match here of our trifecta today on St. Patrick's Day. 8 goals it is to Habtoor, 6 goals to Abu Dhabi. So 2 teams congratulating each other on a good, nice clean game here on our first match here this afternoon. A couple of more shout-outs here that we have coming in thick and fast. El Sahel Tiger there from Dubai Polo Equestrian Club. Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I hope you're well too, Tiger. Rafa Ahmed. Good game, good to hear. Great to hear from you, Rafa Ahmed, from Brunei. I wonder if you're there at Jeradong, the most amazing complex there in Brunei, for those who have had the privilege to go. And there you see the progression of the match. 1 apiece at the end of chukker number 1, 3 apiece at chukker number 2. The main chukker here was chukker number 3, where Habtoor stamped their authority on it. 6 goals to 3, 7-4 at the end of chukker number 4, and 8-6 at the end of chukker number 5. And here we have the stats coming in through on it. So field goals, 6 by Habtoor, 4 from Abu Dhabi. 9-6 with the throw-ins. Bautista controlling the throw-ins very well indeed. Thought it was possibly more. Fouls committed. A lot of fouls there for Habtoor. 8-4 it was. No yellow cards. 1 from 1 from the penalties for Habtoor. 2 from 3 for Abu Dhabi. 1 from 1 for the safeties from Habtoor. And no opportunity for safety for Abu Dhabi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we just have a few of the best goals as the 2 teams for our next match will start to warm up. There we go with that. First goal there, scored by Mohamed Habtoor. Pressure was on him. In came Sonadas. He just let him go for playing for the miss possibly, but the wrong move, as Mohamed Habtoor converted that goal beautifully. Through the goals it goes. Next one here now, it was a bit of discombobulation was coming in on the play, couldn't quite make out what it was, but then that was that reverse neck shot there by Sonadas. After he went over the top of the ball, he was fed it to him by Yabuni and finished it off on the near side. Oh, Bautista Vejagar came forward onto that one there. Beautifully weighted play, took it away from both the players. A lot of show and go going on there. Some great class by Bautista Vejagar. And this one here now, you have Hero de Kirill coming in. Gets this onto this one here now, gets away there from his man and just puts that one away beautifully. And now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to all our viewers on Polo Line, and we'll be back with you shortly for our next match, which will be Wolves, who will come up against, trying to think actually, the Wolves team are already out there warming up and ready to go. And we'll be back with you shortly.